Can you hear me? Let's see. Hey guys. See, so far I see Sebastian and Paul, 2 for 2. Let's see. So we've got 11 people. Hi, and I'm gonna need to get closer to be able to see everything. Hello, what you doing, yo? Okay, guys. So I am 15 minutes late from when I had wanted to start this. But yeah, I decided to call it Sundays with Skippy. Um, but yeah, so I'm going to, or at least the goal for today, because last week went okay, not great, not horrible. Uh, a first time for sure, but just wanted to kind of get into or get used to doing this. So, um, still kind of deciding what to do more with my channel while I wait on a couple of friends to help me with something. Um, but in the meantime, uh, wanted to make this to get into the habit of it. Uh, right now, I might be doing this tentatively. I'm thinking once a week. It could change without any notice. But thank you to all 18 of you guys that are watching. I think last week I had, at like the busiest point, 100 and like 25 people that were watching at one time, and then a few throughout the week. But I am a little bit better at this today than I was last week, and I'm going to answer questions better today than last time, as well as I'm going to show you guys 2 or 3 things that I tried to find to be able to help with this. So if you guys have questions, feel free to put them up. I look more prepared. Yes, notice how it's not shaking constantly. In fact, one thing that I am more prepared with than last time, I wanted to wait to try it out, was getting the light going, because I've got the natural light in the background, but then I also have, he says, as it, there it goes. Okay, so this week's lighting rig, which I don't have to do any screwing with because I got it. Okay, so there's my lighting setup, and I've got it mounted on this thing, which you could normally mount like your camera stand on, so that the camera would then be there and do that. But I'm setting this, in fact, let me show you the entire setup here. So we got this little table, which has a couple of stands that I'm going to show you here in a second. A broken lighting stand thing there. But yeah, there's the lighting behind. And yeah, so that's how this setup is. But there's my light. So it's a bit better and different than last Sunday was. And yeah, got that. Okay, let's see. Are you still a virgin? Do you, let's see, blah, 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 have like, okay, so yes, I'm still a virgin. Let's see, there's 26 of you guys watching. My apologies to my roommate, because I didn't tell you that I was filming this or going to be going live. Anyways, yeah, I probably should have told the roommates that I was doing this, but I didn't know. One of them's gone. The other one's here. Anyways, or that could have been his girlfriend, but I don't know. I didn't. I heard the noise. I didn't look up. Okay. Yeah. So that's the lighting setup. I also, so I went out and got quite a few things to try and make this week better than last week. I found this at the this uh, rig at the dollar store, but it didn't have the or the dollar store at a thrift store for $1, but it didn't have the top mount part. It just came like this. Sundance Skippy 2, that was pretty cool. Oh yeah, the document, Lindsay YTT said, Sundance Skippy 2. There was a documentary that a guy named Mark Hendegren made about me called Sundance Skippy, which I didn't get paid for. It's on a separate YouTube channel, but if you guys Google Sundance Skip or go to YouTube, put in Sundance Skippy, there's a 90-minute documentary about me. I saw the question again. The question was earlier, but I will answer it again. Yes, I'm still a virgin. I'm 43 and still a virgin. I really did want to make this a significantly better experience for you guys than last week. Oh, and speaking of light stands and stuff, so also at the thrift store, and this is why this first one didn't have this part on it, right? So that's why this was $1. But I was like, oh, I'll be able to get it to work and find something. And then I found this one for $2, right? And it's a great stand, except for the part that it had on here that you would screw in the camera to and get it to work. That literally broke off and crumbled in my hand. And so, like, this isn't supposed to be like this. And then also this part, which is supposed to wind that up, this is broken too, because anytime you put any weight on it, it just drops automatically. So I went to the dollar store and found this flexible sink caddy and tried to put, hey Quaid, that turns out that was Quaid, not his girlfriend that had walked through. But let's see. So I found this portable sink caddy because I was like, oh, well, maybe I can put my phone in and rest it like that. Or I thought I could do this if it works also and put like the dry erase board like that before he breaks it. So that was an option, but then I decided to just use that dry erase board like that. Anyways, that's great. Let's see, Mr. Okay, my problem that I find is as asking questions, or as you guys ask questions, it goes up too fast. So if I miss your question and you really want me to address it, my apologies. Ask it again, and I'll try and get to it. See, hope you are doing well. Skip said, "What's that? What do you think of South Park ripping on Mormons?" I love that. Great question, Liam YTT. The episode of South Park. This is a kind of fun little story. I heard about South Park just a little bit before I went on my mission. I went, and this was back in 1996 to 1998. When I was on my mission, a person that I was trying to get to become a Mormon, he said, "Hey, did you hear about this movie coming out by the South Park guys about the Mormon missionary that is a porn star?" And I was like, "No, I have not heard of that at all." And it turns out that in 1997 or 1998, Trey Parker, Matt Stone made this movie called Orgasmo, which I still haven't seen to this day. That would be something fun to do. I should go try to get a copy of, watch, and then do a movie review of the movie Orgasmo, in which Trey Parker plays a Mormon missionary. And this was long before the Book of Mormon musical came out. He plays a Mormon missionary that I guess to make money so that when he comes home from his mission, he can afford to get married. he becomes a porn star, and what else? He has a sidekick called like Chota Boy or something like that. And I don't know who else is in the movie or anything more about that. But when we were teaching this guy, I was like, no, this movie is coming out. Tell us more. In fact, if you read an article on it, can you bring over the article? And he's like, yeah, I'll try and get a copy of it. And he came a week later with like a photocopy of um, the information about it, and he had tried to black it out, but I still was able to see it. That the where he read this story about was in Playboy. It's like, oh, you read Playboy? Cool. That's where they did this interview with Trey Parker, Matt. So great story, but yeah, that's how I found out about this movie Orgasmo, and then the TV uh, episode of Meet the Mormons was awesome. And as any Mormon will tell you when watching it, they came so mostly there, like 85% of the Meet the Mormon episode is dead on for probably like, it's different now. I would say like 50% of the families in the Mormon church growing up that I knew were just like that family from the episode of Meet the Mormons on South Park. That was a very long story, but I guess that's kind of what I do. Yeah. Oh, telling about things that I got. I tried to go buy this thing, which is a car mount, so that I could be able to possibly record uh, videos or cameos when driving around. Let's see, there's more questions that just came in. I'm missing it. Ask those questions again, you guys. Let's see, do I still work at the Mail? No. Damn, that's homophobic. What's homophobic about? Um, let's see. 2 hour stream. Let's go. How about a gimbal? Skippy, I kind of have one of those, but it's broken right now. Do you own a Nintendo? Nope, I don't. Do you still respond to all of your messages? Hardly ever. I haven't done that in quite a while. I need to start reading your guys' names. I apologize for not reading the names. Much love from Kansas. I'm a supporter, but why are you saying all the MAGA stuff? I haven't been saying MAGA stuff. Let's see, Wino super chat. I'm not sure what a super chat is. Have you tried DMT? I am not sure what DMT is. You should turn on the donations. How do I turn on the donations? I wish I could show you guys what the screen looks like. If I had a mirror, I would show you. I don't know. Let's see, there's this little 3 dots button here. It says save highlight, share, mute microphone, or cancel. And there are no other, oops. There are no other options for me to be able to turn on the donations. But if you do want to send a donation, I am Skippy on Venmo. I am Skippy on PayPal. The $, I am Skippy on the Cash App, which the Cash App I think is an international one. Venmo and yeah, and so if you had missed it last week, for those of you who I've read some messages from this last week. I haven't read many, just a few. I should be reading more. If people wanted to have emailed me at skippystories@gmail. But then, and then also some people from last week sent me a message on through Cameo. You can pay like 99 cents, and the like 100% for sure most likely way to get me to read a message that you send to me is by going to the Cameo app, and there for 99 cents you can send me a message. Someone sent a message I haven't read it yet, but I just saw like very briefly in the like short little tag they give you is said like, hey Skippy, this is the guys from last Sunday about coming on our podcast or our web show. And so I will be reading that and I will be responding to you. So yeah, if you want a for sure message back from me and send me something, in message form, go to Cameo at I am Skippy. I was able to complete all of the cameos this last week. It took me a little bit. I've got one waiting for me, plus the message that I have to get back to. Let's see. What are your opinions on Mr. Beast? I'm not sure what Mr. Beast is. Do you receive SSI, Social Security income? No, I don't. Let's see. Where's the Skippy Squad? Leo is kind of right. Where did you serve a mission? Served a Mormon mission to Michigan. I love all things blue and gold. My high school colors were blue and gold, and this Flight of the Concord shirt is blue and gold. So I love that quite a bit. Let's see, he is right. Do you know what no, I haven't seen all the reaction. You still a virgin? Yes, I'm still a virgin. Should I just write that down? Okay, here I'm gonna write yes, and then I'll find red to write this in. Yes, I'm still a virgin. Yes, I am so horrible at penmanship. I'm still a virgin. It's at the bottom of the screen, but you guys get the idea. Here we go. Yes, still oh, that's horrible. Oh well, my penmanship sucks. Okay, let's see. How long have I been a virgin for? Well, since birth, and that was 43 years ago. Let's see. Please take off your shirt, as in get nude, because you want to see a chubby guy sitting in the living room. Am I still religious? Yes, I'm. By the way, I'm going to just at this point apologize in advance. I'm probably not going to read, especially when the comments go by super fast. I normally want to try and read the names with those things, but when they go fast in order to answer questions and I'm horribly long-winded, anyways, I'm probably not going to read your guys' names, so my apologies to that in advance. But once I turn to the screen and try and start reading the questions, sorry if I don't do that. Am I still religious? Yes. Still religious? No. I haven't gone to church anywhere near as much as I want to, but the beliefs that I have from like 5, 10, 20 years ago are still what I believe. And because no one wants to hear me go off and talk religion for a long time, I will just say that when I first came home off my Mormon mission, if you had told me that 20 years later I would still be single, I'd be like, well, there's no way I'm still Mormon, right? Because how could how could all of this not be captured by some wonderful woman? And why is my life so pathetic? And why am I that way? And then also, it would have been interesting for me to have told me as a 21-year-old that, like, oh, and by the way, 20 years from now, you're going to be pro gay marriage, pro medical marijuana, pro, like, you're going to be a huge fan of, well, oh, that you'd be liberal, because when I came home off my Mormon mission, I was very conservative at the time. Let's see. Los Polos is a huge YouTuber who reacted to your video. I should look him or that up. Sometimes I go to YouTube and I'll put in I am Skippy and look up videos, and other times, like I talked about for way too long last week, it's destructive. And I don't know. I'm wondering how many of you guys have had a moment where a lot of people knew who you were, and then they reacted to things that you've done and then commented on it. Because just the more well known you get, the more people both love you and crap on you. So let's see. Learn the boys with that hot body. Blah blah blah. Has 1 million followers on YouTube and Twitch. I don't know what. I've never done Twitch, and I'm not exactly sure what Twitch is, if I'm being completely honest. I assume it's something around the lines of Well, I don't know the difference between Twitch and TikTok, if I'm being honest, which I know both makes me feel like ancient and old, but at the same time, part of me just goes, "Oh well, I I'm not good at the things at the mediums of like I'm not good at YouTube and I'm not good at Instagram and those things. Why do I need to do like 50 things like that? Plus, I'm not a gamer, and I heard that Twitch uh, was heavily into like gaming or something like that. Okay, let's see. Twitch takes 0 subs to start. I should look into it. Hello, Skippy. How are you? I'm well. What's the furthest you've gone with a girl? You need to get in shape. Yes, that's true. Do you still make your own clothes? This is not homemade. Sometimes stop focusing on girl skip. You got to get money first. Any females in your life recently? Okay, so uh, I can get to a couple of those relatively quick. Um, no girls in my life. Yes, I need to get thinner. I don't. The whole making of the shirts thing was I would go to a place where that was like a mile away from where I lived at the time, and I don't know of any such places up here in the town of Ogden, Utah, where I'm currently living, or O Town North, as I used to refer to it as a kid. Uh, that does the you pay 50 cents or to $1 per letter, and you buy either a blank shirt and put things like that. There was a time when I was, or there were a couple of times when I would uh, get like either a tax refund or I had gotten a school student loan money in, and I went and had several shirts made. But the shirts cost because you never know if shirts will sell, or yeah, just it's so much money up front, money that you don't normally have. So I had gotten a couple $100 two or three different times and had a bunch of shirts made. But the other thing that sucks about doing the t-shirts thing is that yes, you can have a $5 shirt and get like $4 worth of lettering on it, and then $9, and then sell it for $20. But even right now for shipping and handling, so I've got a friend of mine that I need to get in touch with again, who said that he would make it up if I want to sell shirts. That he would make me an account, and I could like give it out to you guys if you guys really want to buy Skippy shirts and whatnot. Let's see. Okay. He takes Adderall. Yes, I take Adderall. You could use tea. These females don't deserve your energy. Put money in self care before and they'll come to you. That's well, I haven't been on the last date I went on was with uh, an awesome girl from last summer. Who that brings me back to this. If you were watching last Sunday with Skippy, I had talked about a thing that I'm still waiting on my friend Ryan to help me with, who he is editing a date that I went on last summer with this awesome girl named Olivia, who I met through my friend uh, Justin, uh, my friend Justin Burkhart, who was the guy that paid for me and Tracy to go on our Book of Mormon musical date. He set up an email address, and we tried to get me to do a Zoom date. And he found this awesome girl named Olivia. We had a fun little video chat, and then we actually went on a date, and I filmed it. It was like an hour to an hour and a half long, and I took that footage, finally got it over to my friend just before Christmas time, and he was going to edit it. And I asked him to edit it into two different videos. One, a like 5 to 10 minute video that I would put on my YouTube channel, and then the other one would be a longer video that I would send to everyone who has supported me through Skippy Squad the last like 6 months or so, ever since Ethan and Gila did their thing. So I've got a lot of Skippy Squads to go back and make up for, and I'm still trying to find the perfect way to either read your guys' messages or I don't know. I've read some of the a few people emailed me this last week at Skippy Stories at Gmail for some suggestions, and I read a couple of them, and I'm still trying to decide what to do. My friend Rudy and I had talked about a couple of different ideas, and I just need to sit down and decide how and what to do to uh, make up to people who have been sending me money through Skippy Squad the right way to thank them. One of the things that I'm thinking of doing is possibly if like people that had sent me $20 or more, setting up a time to do a video chat if that's something that anyone would want to do, uh, like a video phone call kind of thing. So for people that donated $20 or more, but everyone that donated like $5 or $10 or more um, since last like October will get the longer version of the date once my friend Ryan has it finished edited, and I can send that off to you guys. Okay. We love you, Skip. Thanks, JC. I remember you from last week. Let's see. Slow and steady. Have you tried going gay? No, I have not tried going gay. Neither do I. I don't ask my gay friends if they've tried going straight, because that's none of my business, and I trust that if they're gay, they're gay, and if they're straight, they're straight. Skippy, you should watch Kevin Samuels. He might. And then it disappeared before I could finish reading it. Can you tell them I'm not gay? Marl, dang it, I missed the last part of your name. Uh, how's your wing mom? Wing mom's fine. I guess I haven't seen her face to face for 4 months. 4 months or so. Does Skippy have Tinder? Marble 15th, that was your name, sorry. Yes, I have Tinder. Hashtag date in your league. That's something that I have never done. Otherwise, uh, especially like right now, if I was way better looking than I am now, I would definitely date within my league. I think that much like dreams, people should uh, reach for outside of, yeah, aim high. Okay, I don't know. Let's see. Skippy, you should get a haircut. Gives you a better chance with the ladies. So this is the longest my hair has ever been in my life, and for a couple of reasons. One, I'm starting to thin quite a bit up front, and so yeah. So because yeah, even with the longer hair, it still looks like I'm going bald right in that area. So, and I can feel it being thinner in through there, which sucks. And I don't know if I'm going to. Yeah, I don't want to be the old bald guy that pretends like he has a lot of hair when he's much older. So I don't know exactly where I'm going with my hair, other than I haven't had a haircut since last um, what, like May. I went to last May uh, when we were into COVID, or when we were solidly into COVID, but I had like literally been in my house almost like 2 months at that point. I went out and got my hair trimmed for like $5. I found like a generic hair cutting place, and I said, how much for a trim, just to get like the split ends. And so we were both wearing masks. She did a quick little trim. I didn't get COVID. I didn't have COVID. She didn't get it from me. I didn't get COVID until Christmas Day, actually. But yeah, so in May, got my hair trimmed a little bit, and haven't had a haircut since then. And so my goal with my horrible hair is to uh, grow it out until I get the one or get both shots of the vaccine, and then I'll go get my haircut at around that time, or find one of my friends, his wife is a hairstylist, and then I have a friend whose daughter is a hairstylist, and they both offered to cut my hair for free, and so I might do a video of that when the time comes. But in the meantime, this is literally the longest my hair has ever been. And for those of you that have never heard me say this before, I have a brother who is a truck driver who has hair down to like the middle of his back, and so I've always had like the short haircut, um, and so this is like me enjoying trying to grow out my hair, and now I sometimes do this uh, stupid looking little ponytail thing. Okay, let's see. Your hair honestly looks fine. Bless you. Thank you. You should cut the top part and keep it in a mullet. Let's see. Hair looks fine, man. Just clean it up. I should do that. Have I tried? Again, they're going up super fast. What's pop and skip? I say wear your hair curly on the top and short in the back. Let's see. You go on way too long with your answers. Yeah, that's true. I love watching your videos. Ruthie21, famous poker player, told me to look you up if I ever do live. That is awesome. Let's see. Go to Mexico. I'm not Ted Cruz. I'm going to stay here. Thought of mohawks. Well, if I have enough, if my hair was fuller, like that's probably the fashion choice that I regret not having done back when I had luscious, glorious hair as a kid. In fact, I'm thinking of. See you guys. When are you guys coming back? Right on. Cheers. See ya. Sometime I'll see if they want to come on. But that was Quaid and his fiance, Kaylee. In fact, see, I found when I was going through some stuff that I had packed away in a big box, I found a uh, a bunch of photos of me as a kid, um, and I probably should have brought it down here to show you guys. If you guys can wait 30 seconds, I will go do that just because it's kind of fun. Okay, give me 30 seconds, guys. I'm not sure if you guys can hear me, but I will be back in 30 seconds, and hopefully I didn't lose all of you guys. And I've got the photo. I'm on my way back. Okay, here I come. I should have decided to have done this before, and I am back now. Okay, so here are a bunch of photos of me as a kid. Okay, so let's see. I was mentioning my hair as a kid. This photo right here had pretty glorious hair. You know what, my hair as a kid always I thought was pretty on point. Let's see. Photos, me with my wing mom, me as like what, an 8-year-old. Oh, we had this I don't know. I dressed up, and I'm sure I'm gonna get mocked for this a ton. I dressed up in women's clothes one time as a kid, and my mom decided to put that into a collage of photos of me. My very first date I ever went on was right here. That's Stephanie Pratt and I at my first date ever, homecoming. Um, Here was me in my spirit costume as a kid. Let's see, photo of me at a swimming pool. Let's see, mom, me in church clothes, this kind of thing. Two of our cats. Let's see, this one is my grandparents, right? We're big University of Utah fans. Grandpa's wearing a jacket there. Sorry about the light, you guys. Let's see what else. Another one of our cats right here. And then me and my stepdad there. And this is me, my brother, and my dad right here. And yes, I'm wearing a shirt that I was hoping I would get for Christmas that year. New Kids on the Block. I was definitely an NKOTB fan. Danny, Donnie, Jordan, John, and Joe. That's right. You know, I'm going to put my hat back on. Let's see. Is there? I've got a photo here of me and and my brother's friend who I literally don't care for a ton anymore, so I don't know why it's there. And then me and a bunch of friends right there when I was like, that was at my 12th, when I turned 12, my birthday party. Let's see, anything else? Oh, and then I was in a school play, and that's me right there. And then this one is the last thing I'll point out on this, right there in the center of the circle with the light around it. That's me winning the poster that they gave us over the Christmas break when I was a sophomore. They had a grow out your hair during the Christmas break contest for guys and girls. Girls grew out their leg hair, guys grew out their facial hair. I won this says the prepubescent award, meaning that I grew the least amount of facial hair. And that is why I ran upstairs to get this and show it to you guys. I looked so good as like my first date. That's that right there was how I looked for my first date ever, with Stephanie Pratt right there in the center, right in the circle of the light there. Boom. Me and Stephanie Pratt. She was a twin. And I think the way I asked her on the date was um, I sent her a uh, a rose bush and a violets plant, which were surprisingly a lot. And I said, roses are red, violets are blue, and then something like that. That's how I remember asking her, because I literally wanted to send her roses and violets, but they were very expensive flowers. So I bought like, anyways, that was stupid. Random tease 43. So someone must have asked how old I am. Yep, I'm 43. Let's see, is there anything else here? Skippy serious dropped some weight, I think was what it said. See, why don't you get a call girl? I have no desire to do that. Ever tried dating a black or Asian girl? I went on a date with a black girl one time, Tamara, and that was when I was in college. But I'm trying to think, did I ever? I went on a few dates with a girl that was Hispanic. I had this thing when I was in college where I wanted to have like a Guinness Book of dating kind of thing. So I asked out like the tallest girl I could find and the shortest girl I not could find, but yeah, I just thought it would be fun to go on dates with lots of different girls. So I'm 5'8", and I found a girl that was 5'10" and asked her on a date. And then I went on a date with a girl that was 4 feet 11 inches, which is the shortest I've been on a date with. I went on a girl. I went on a date with a girl that speaks Russian, which was fun. Yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to. I went on a date with a girl that was lesbian that told me I'm not really interested in guys. And I said, well, we can go out as friends. And as long as I pay for it, that kind of counts as a date, right? And she goes, yeah, I'll let you take me out if you really want to. And I said, I really do. And she was really cute. And I lost contact with her. Anyways, great story, huh? Ever sniffed butts? Great question. No, I don't. Did the show help you with girls? You would think that life in general, no. it's so weird to talk about girls and dating when we're in COVID, because uh, until we are mass out of this and people are vaccinated and things um are back to quote unquote normal again, um, it's kind of I'm kind of okay with not going on dates because I still have a lot of stuff to uh, work my life out and get into a more stable financial position. And so, not being financially in a very good place, which again, if you want to help me with that, I am Skippy on Venmo and PayPal, the dollar sign I am Skippy on the Cash app. Um, but yeah, until I'm at a better place financially, and then also COVID comes together, it's giving me a chance to not worry about going on dates with girls because, hey, we're still in a pandemic and my life is kind of crap in some ways. It's better than it was for sure. My life is definitely better now than it was in uh, October, November area. And that's thanks very specifically to Ethan and Gila, H3H3, and all of you guys, as well as some really good friends. But yeah, what's up, Skippy? Hi. What did you study in college? No Dave, questions, please. Okay, what did I study in college? I went to Utah Valley University, the Wolverines in Orem, Utah, which I always consider to be, oh, and the answer to the question is communication. But with that comes a little story. So in Utah, we have uh, we have two big colleges, and then we have variations of other size colleges. Like right now, I'm up here in Ogden, where there is Weber State University. But I went to school at Utah Valley University, and Utah Valley University I always consider to be the Goldilocks uh, of of colleges in Utah, because in Utah we have the University of Utah that was like, hey, we're hardcore, we have fraternities and stuff. And then you had BYU, which is like, and we have family home evening every night, and we are very proud how conservative we are. And then University of Utah are like, hey, we're not conservative like those squares. And then right in between, of not too hard, not too soft, just right, was Utah Valley University, which was a really fun college to go to because there was a really good mix of liberal education, but you could also feel like my parents and my friends' parents weren't worried about me uh, getting into a frat and having drunk hazing and stuff like that. But I also went to college at the age of 27, almost 28. So I had passed the traditional partying point, and I wasn't really interested. It wasn't until the further I got into depression and when I got addicted to pain pills that I really decided to start trying things. Because like when I moved out to when I moved from Utah out to California and was away from my was away from doctors, but was also having kidney stones and didn't have a doctor out there that I could trust. So I couldn't get pain pills, couldn't get depression medication, didn't have insurance. Someone said to me, hey, have you ever tried weed? And I was like, weed? Well, I don't know if I could do that. And here I was like, this is what, 2014. And I was like, well, I'm addicted to pain pills, but weed could help me with that. So maybe wean me off of my addiction to pain pills. Anyway, so that was how and why I tried weed for a little bit. And on my channel is a video of where I showed like a small clip from the first time I was high. Okay, sorry, back to questions. I talk too much. Yes, I definitely do. Great point. I've been talking for 44 minutes now, and we're at 73 people, which is fine. 60 likes, thanks to you guys. I take it all day, every day. Weed, yeah, and that's the thing about weed. I used to think that weed was. There's so many people that say things are bad that they've never tried, which I totally get. I totally understand that thinking because one of my favorite sayings that I have no idea who it's attributed to is uh, wise people learn from experience, super wise people learn from others' experience, right? So, like a wise person sees a hot stove, touches it, and is like, ah, that's hot. I shouldn't have touched that. A super wise person sees someone touch the stove and burn their hand and go, oh, well, they just burned their hand on that stove. I have no desire to burn my hand or get scars. I will learn from their experience and just not touch that, right? So there are a lot of people that see drugs and drinking and all sorts of substances or lifestyle uh, extremes and are like, hey, I do not like what you look like doing that. I will not go take or try that at all for myself. And that's how they then make their life choices. I don't expect you guys to follow any of this. This is just my thing. Like sometimes you see people that are so against drugs that have never tried drugs. And in truth, I was like that until I tried marijuana. Now, I don't want to go back to trying marijuana, but uh, marijuana is awesome. It is so much fun at times. But uh, so I don't regret having tried it, and I'm glad that I didn't get into it. And I have no problems with people, no problems. I have a lot of friends that smoke and still smoke pot, and friends that drink and have done those kind of things. And I love them to death for those things. And I've also found that for myself that I'm not going to them. And I guess you could say that sex is in there with that. I'm getting way too talky and preachy. Let's see, what time is this? Because I should probably, let's see, we're at the 47-minute mark. Boom. Okay, so it's 2:06. All right, I started this at, we'll go, let's see, I've been doing this for 47 minutes. I'll do this for another 13 minutes. You guys, did you go cold turkey off the Vicodin? Never was on Vicodin. It was pain pills that I had been addicted to. Let's see. It's like you want to stay a virgin. Sorry, but that's how it comes across. I want to stay a virgin until I get married, is the thing. Like, I the whole reason why my channel is not Skippy the Virgin is because I do not want to be known as Skippy the Virgin. Because I think that if I did call myself like Skippy the Virgin, and if my Twitter handle was Skippy the Virgin, then people would rightly think that, oh, he's faking being a virgin. He doesn't want to lose it because he doesn't want to lose the nickname or anything like that. And that's true if I had gone that route, because I would then be like, oh, wait, I can't get married because then what happens to me being Skippy the Virgin and stuff? When my friend Mitch English gave me the nickname Skippy back when I was 24, and he was also the one that told me about the show Virgin Diaries that I went on. Going on the show was fun, but the nickname Skippy, and he also got me the Twitter handle at I am Skippy. And so then at I am Skippy was my website, Twitter handle, YouTube, all those things. Skippy is the fun part of who I think the persona is. Being a virgin is not, it's the thing that a lot of people know me for, but it's not the main, it's the main thing about me right now, but it's not the main thing about me in the future, if that makes sense. Like I genuinely desire to be like, oh yeah, or get to a point where like, oh, Skippy was a virgin for a long time, but he's the guy who also did da 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 da. You know, otherwise I don't want to be a one trick pony, if that makes sense. And there's a very good chance that being an old Mormon virgin is all I may ever be known for. But I don't go by Skippy the Virgin because I want to get married and then not be called Skippy the Virgin. Ta-da! That was a super long answer to that question. Sorry about that. Let's see, 11 more minutes. Do I have a job? Not currently. Why the nickname Skippy specifically? There was a show in the 80s called Family Ties, and my friend Mitch English, who Google Mitch English, or yeah, Google Mitch English. He was a weather guy in Salt Lake City. Then he moved to Orlando, where I did an internship with him when I was in college. He was on a nationally syndicated morning show called The Daily Buzz, where he was probably like 300-ish pounds at that time. He's dropped like over 100 pounds, so he's like super skinny now. But he did weather. He was on the Daily Buzz morning show, um, which was on a lot of WB networks. But I was his intern when he was here in Salt Lake. I was 24. He was what, like maybe 30. He had 4 kids and was becoming more and more successful. And then when the Daily Buzz, the show stopped, he then went and became like a news producer in San Diego. And when he was doing that, that was where when he said, "Hey, there's a job for you here at the TV station I'm working at." I moved. I quit the pizza place I was working at. I was just a year after having graduated, moved to California. The job that he thought that he could offer me, his boss told him 2 weeks later that he couldn't. And so then I had just like stopped everything in my life, moved to California, didn't know what I was going to do. I moved up uh, to Hollywood area. I got on a game show. Me and my friend Matt Matson won 120 grand on a show called Celebrity Name Game. In fact, if you go to YouTube and put in Celebrity Name Game Skippy, uh, yeah, me and my friend won 10 grand. I didn't pay taxes on that. Like, we were on the show in September. It aired in November. They sent us the money in February. I got 10 grand that they hadn't pulled out taxes for. I should have put $2,500 away from taxes for it. I didn't. I spent the whole 10 grand and then was in 3 years worth of tax trouble because of that. Great story. Super awesome story. 7 more minutes. How it like being a virgin? Oh, it's good. Uh, it's so nice to not worry about it at times. Like, don't get me wrong, it's super stressful sometimes, but then uh, it's also nice. No, so I guess that's both true and not true. It's nice to be able to tell a girl at the beginning of the date, like, um, have her know, like, oh, you are known for being a virgin. Yes, I'm not going to be trying to have sex with you. Cool. Yeah. But then I still flirt with girls and I still, I don't know, like, I've made out with 52 girls now. I think it's 52 or 53. I'm at 52 or 53 makeouts in my entire life. And I have seen way more girls shirtless than I should have in person. And so the question was asked, how far have I gone? I like to say that I've been to second and a half base. If you're saying like first base is kissing, second base is groping, right? Third base is oral stuff, right? And then fourth base is uh, penetration. I'm even horrible about talking about sex or sex, as I like to call it a lot of times, because it's funnier to say sex than sex. But yeah, so I say second and a half base because I've never had a girl uh, do stuff to me in the daddy spot, and I haven't done things to a girl. Oh, boy, this is so dumb of me to be talking about. I'll finish the answer and then hopefully move on from this. But yeah, I have felt under clothes, but I've never had a girl feel me under clothes, just like over top, like, uh, and have never had a girl's mouth go into that part for me, and I haven't had my mouth go into the below the waist part with a girl. And the last thing, but yeah, girls with their shoot, girls with their shirts off and my mouth were really fun friends at times, and I shouldn't be proud of that. Um, it's just weird to talk about. Why did I even decide to answer that? Oh, well, okay. How are you dealing with the internet attention? Do I like it? Yeah, it's kind of fun. The daddy spot, FB. I missed the last part of that. The attention is fun sometimes. It's the negative comments that can get kind of old or distracting. Let's see. Do I ever feel like religion is holding me back from being happy? No, because religion has actually helped me in a lot of ways, even though I fully get and appreciate why so many people do not like the religion that I'm in. And I get and appreciate and love that people think that religion in all forms is bad. Uh, I'm not going to fight with anyone about their opinions on those kind of things because I get that, you know. Uh, and the difference in my passion about religion is way different now than it had been in years past. But I still like. I've had very special spiritual experiences, like all Christians, or like all people that choose to be Christian have. When you have uh, a experience that you feel like God gave you truth and put feelings in your heart that you didn't just make up, uh, then you're like, oh wow, that's special, unique. That's for me. Um, I feel divinely inspired. I'll go with that. And I had feelings like that with regarding things within Mormonism, which is why I continue to be Mormon. I've had plenty of chances to stop being Mormon, and if I thought it was total BS, I wouldn't be Mormon because I don't know. I can choose to be anything I want. Like, but yeah, that was way too long. Okay. Do I live with my mom? No. You weren't here at the time. Hopefully, you guys don't think that is making up voices. I live in an apartment here. I'll turn. Okay, now warn you, it's going to be shaky because my hands are shaky. This is the apartment I live in. I don't live at home. In fact, I'll do the last 2 minutes as a small tour. I live upstairs. Quaid, who I refer to as Mormon Gronk, lives downstairs. This is our kitchen. This is the patio. But yeah, so no, that's the long answer to the question. Do I live with mom? No, I live in, and thanks to you guys and H3H3 and all of the awesome people that have supported me through I am Skippy on Venmo and PayPal, and the $ I am Skippy on the Cash App and Cameo. I'm also on Cameo. But when Ethan and Gila helped me out, um, they were able to help me get into this apartment that I'm in, and my mom does not live here. My mom lives, what is it, like 15, 20 minutes away, and yeah. Let's see. Any last question? You uploading any date soon? I'm waiting on my friend Brian to help me upload a date from last year. And in fact, this is a good way um, to end this by telling you guys. So I'm still waiting on my friend Ryan to send me the video of a date that I went on with a girl named Olivia from the end of last summer, and I'm going to be uploading like a 5 to 10 minute version on my YouTube channel, and then to everyone that's supported me at I am Skippy on Venmo, PayPal, and the Cash App. I'm going to be sending you guys a link to the longer version of the date that he's editing, or it's supposed to be, or I don't know, I haven't talked to him in a couple weeks, but he's uploading it in two forms: a 5 to 10 minute version of the date, and then a longer version of the date, which my guess is going to be about 15 to 20 minutes long. All the people that have been supporting me, I'll send you guys a link to that to say thanks for supporting me on Venmo, PayPal, and I am Skippy. Thanks to everyone that's been helping me or that's been getting me to make videos for you guys on Cameo. That's a lot of fun. Send me messages there. Messages are 99 cents. And then I cost $15 on Cameo. I get 25, or I cost $14, 14 or $15 on Cameo. I get 25% of it. Basically, I get $10. It costs more than this, so it costs about like $10 to $15, but I get around $10 every Cameo that I make, and I'm as long-winded on Cameo as I am here. The average Cameo I make is like between 5 and 10 minutes long. So if you guys and you can ask questions and things. It usually between when I get them and when I finally have them made is usually like 5 days to a week. Sometimes I'm better at that, sometimes I'm not. Is there anything else? Any last questions? I think you should get a real job, bro, for real. Very true. All right, guys. Thanks for being with me on this. I'll do another Sunday with Skippy. Oh, one last thing to tell you guys. My friend Jimmy Rex, I talked about this a little bit last week. He hasn't posted the video yet, but he and I did a update on. We watched the clip of Virgin Diaries together. We talked about the episode, and he's going to be having a fully edited, nice copy of that on his YouTube channel. So look up Jimmy Rex on YouTube, Jimmy Rex, JIMMYREX, where he will have a nice, fully edited version of us talking about the episode of Virgin Diaries that we were on, and I then was recording on my phone over the shoulder somewhere in the room, and so him or his editing guy are going to allow me to do that. So here in the next, I think, week or so, I'll be posting that. Oh, and I mentioned this last week. I'm still going to be doing this here in the next week or two. I'm going to be reaching out to, and my goal is probably one a month for 3 months or so. And I'll tell you guys next Sunday when the first one will be. But I'm going to be trying to do video chats with some of the girls that I'd been on dates with before. My white whale of all of them would be to see if I can get a hold of Rachel from the friendship relationship date. I don't know where she's at in her life. I'm assuming she's still married to Corey, but Rachel of this is a friendship, but there's another boat in the harbor, and it's called a relationship. And yes, this is the actual boat from that. This is the relationship from Skippy and Love. My goal is to try and do a video chat with her at some point, and then I'm going to be trying to see if I can do a video update of like, hey, how are you? Where are you at in your life? With Deanna and Tracy and Taylor. Yeah, possibly Anilla from another video. Anyways, but yeah, the goal is the goal, the white whale, if you will, is Rachel from friendship relationship, but then also Taylor, Tracy, and Deanna. Hopefully I can do that and record those, edit them, put them on the channel, maybe one a month for 3 months or so. We'll see, but things will be coming up in the meantime. I'll see you guys next Sunday at about 1 o'clock Sorry I was 15 minutes late this time, but thank you guys for watching this. There's 59 of you, and that is awesome. It's for having no notice, really. I appreciate all you guys did this week. I'll see you guys on Cameo, and